We live in a time when the odds seem to be against us. The earth has shifted beneath our feet. But character is measured in times of crisis. People say that Nevada is at the top of all the bad lists and the bottom of all the good lists.
People say that Nevada is at the top of all the bad lists and the bottom of all the good lists.
A decent person holding the office of governor of Nevada would do a number of things that you would never give any serious thought to doing. Context. Nevada recently received a D- report card grade following an in-depth study by Public Radio International, the Center for Public Integrity and Global Integrity. The D- focuses on Nevada government having no integrity. Nevada government is corrupt, Brian, extremely corrupt. Whose desk does that D- land on, Brian? In case you want to plead stupidity, that D- has been excreted on your desk. If you cared one iota about this, you would go on national television and apologize with tears in your eyes for not moving 1 inch in the direction of making changes. This writer can hear you laughing, Brian.
We must confront them together. This is one state with one future.
What have you done to correct this travesty? Nothing. By itself, this exposes you as the scum that you are.
North and South, urban and rural, Republican, Democrat, and Independent. The Silver State has a history of coming together in difficult times. We can and we must.
What have you done to correct this travesty? Nothing. By itself, this exposes you as the scum that you are.
Join forces to get Nevada working again.
By itself, this exposes you as the scum that you are.
I learned that service above self is a way of life.
The scum that you are.
The Nevada of my youth was a place of pride, activity, optimism, and opportunity.
The scum that you are.
This has long been our state's heritage.
The scum that you are.
And it must be our future as well.
The scum that you are.
We must have the optimism to remind each other that Nevada's long history is one of opportunities realized, of succeeding even when others said we couldn't.
The scum that you are.
Together, we will not fail. Together, we must craft a new promise of opportunity for tomorrow. We've been given the gift of an opportunity to make history.
The scum that you are.
This is our time. History unfolds around us. We must choose.
The D- focuses on Nevada government having no integrity. Nevada government is corrupt, Brian, extremely corrupt.
Between indecision and action, between complacency and courage, between the status quo and what might be. The Nevada I know will choose action, courage, and opportunity. We will choose optimism. I know this in my heart.
The scum that you are.
I ask that you pledge with me the promise of opportunity as we build a new foundation for what lies ahead.
Well, people driving through downtown Carson City are accustomed to seeing people brandishing signs protesting various issues, but they've never seen a huge crime scene tape deployed in front of the Attorney General's office. The banner and various other signs were the work of a group of people united by their collective belief that the Nevada justice system is corrupt. Their complaints range from alleged suppression of evidence by Washoe DA Dick Gamick to failure to support whistleblowers in state government. All of them pointed to a recent study that ranked Nevada 42nd among the states for risk of corruption due to lack of legal restraints and transparency.
He's not even releasing a plan to solve the state's budget woes.
He ran on a platform that included what he called a secret plan.
No, we're still working on it.
You're going to be reading a bit today about your secret plan.
Some might call that irresponsible or arrogant.
I have a secret plan.
We're going to be coming out with a budget plan in the very near future.
God.
Where in the world is Brian Sandoval?
I was honored to serve as your Attorney General and most recently as a federal court judge. Two jobs that I'm proud of, and two that gave me the honor of fighting to defend both the Nevada and United States Constitution.
The scum that you are.
These positions provided me an incredible foundation of experience that will guide me through the tough decisions Nevada now faces.
Again, in case you want to pretend stupidity, you can't. You cannot say with any credibility that you inherited serious problems from Gwynn and Gibbons and you haven't had enough time in office to deal with them. Before moving to the governor's mansion, you insulted the office of Attorney General for a number of years. As AG, you could not have helped learning how dirty our state's inner workings are. To be realistic, the state's controlling criminal elite would not have put you in the AG's office in the first place if you were not friendly to them, if you were not their kind of people.
And the Constitution and government
Of the state of Nevada.
of the state of Nevada.
Against all enemies.
Against all enemies,
Whether domestic
or foreign.
And that I will bear.
And that I will bear
True faith.
true faith,
Allegiance.
allegiance,
And loyalty.
and loyalty
To the same. Any ordinance. Resolution. Or law. Of any state. Notwithstanding. And that. I will well. And faithfully. Perform. All the duties. Of the office. Of. Governor. On which. I'm about to enter. So help me God. Under the pains. And penalties. Of perjury. I give you Governor Sandoval. My fellow Nevadans, it has been said that optimism is the foundation of courage, and rarely has our state been so in need of courage. Perhaps never has optimism been so necessary to bolster the courage of our fellow citizens who hunger for a Nevada filled with promise, progress, and prosperity. I take my oath proudly optimistic. My optimism is rooted in the spirit of Nevada, because I have faith in the leadership gathered here with me, in the team we have assembled to lead state government, and especially you, the people who look to us for leadership.
We can! Yes, we can!
It's like the manager of Burger King. All presidents are, including Bush. It's like this: when your fries are cold, if your burger is not done right, you go back to Burger King, America, or your government, and you say, my burger's cold, I want new fries. First, you go to the cashier, that's the courts. You argue to the courts. The courts, if you can't get no justice with the cashier, you say, let me see the manager. I want to go to the Supreme Court. I want to see the president. The manager comes out. Hi, what can I do for you? Now the manager can override the decisions of the cashier, but you never get to see the franchise owner of Burger King. If you really have a problem with your burger, you need to go see the franchise owner. We need to go to the top or to the bottom. We need to go to where the real architecture of government is. And it's not in a president. It's in a global scheme.
Politics in America today is identical to pro wrestling. And what I mean by that is, in front of the cameras and the public, we all hate each other. I'm going to kick my opponent's butt. I'm going to whale him from here to high water and beat the crap out of him. Yet behind the scenes, we all are friends going out to dinner.
Went to dinner together.
And it's all a work.
All intermarried. Show business.
It's showbiz. And that's what you have today in politics. The Democrats and Republicans aren't really opposed to each other.
Left and right mean nothing.
Token, cosmetic changes will not do what must be done. To offer any possibility of cleaning up Nevada government, no official now in office must be permitted to remain in government where he or she could infect, contaminate, and pollute replacement officials. Brian, will you do this? Call for the resignations of all persons now holding any public office in Nevada? Of course not. And therein lies the future of the state of Nevada. Our state will continue to be a cesspool of rotten government. Our state will continue to rate low grades on report cards. Tying to the above, our electronic voting machines must be recognized as the enemies of democracy that they are. They cannot be trusted to report honest numbers. They are not open and transparent. As stated by one world-class computer security expert, quote, these machines must have been designed for the purpose of throwing elections, end quote. No voting system has yet been devised which beats old-fashioned paper ballots that are hand-marked and eyeball counted at precinct level before they're transported anywhere for any reason. Transporting permits actual ballots to be replaced with counterfeit ballots that have been pre-marked by traitors, insiders with intent to elect candidates chosen by any local power elite. Brian, if you had the right stuff to deliver decent, honest American government, you would call for legislation to make it an act of treason for any persons to do anything to throw any election having to do with persons or issues. A few books on the problem with electronic voting machines are listed on my website at www.booksampler.net. www.booksampler.net. Final action item for this letter, Governor, has to do with restoring a real thing grand jury process in Nevada. When criminals inside of government can prevent the honest enforcement of due process once a crook is indicted, or prevent the impaneling of an ordered grand jury, the sovereignty of we the people has been usurped. This is nothing less than treason, a capital crime. Governor, you are aware that Brian Krolicki was properly indicted by the Clark County grand jury, and that cronies of yours have been permitted to emasculate said indictment. Trial by jury would, without question, find Krolicki guilty of serious crimes, and he would be locked up for a number of years in one of Nevada's hellhole prisons. What have you done to correct this travesty? Nothing. By itself, this exposes you as the scum that you are. 2 days of hearings in late 2009 justified the ordering of a grand jury investigation into multi-million-dollar racketeering at the University of Nevada, Reno. Cronies of yours, Brian, including A.G. Masto, have prevented this GJ investigation from going forward. You have done nothing to defend the principle of government under law. By itself, this exposes you as the scum that you are. Brian, you are an enemy of our country's noble vision and our country's noble ideals. You are a demonstrated enemy of just government under just laws, justly administered by just public officials. Brian, you will not serve a second term as governor of Nevada. Brian, you will not serve a second term as governor of Nevada.
Way out in the land of the setting sun, where the wind blows wild and free, there's a lovely spot, just the only one, that means home, sweet home to me. If you follow the old Kit Carson trail till the desert meets the hills, oh, you certainly will agree with me, it's the place of 1,000 thrills. Home means Nevada, home means the hills, home means the sage and the pine, out by the Truckee silvery rills, out where the sun always shines. There is the land that I love the best, fairer than all I can see, right in the heart of the Golden West. Home means Nevada to me. Yes, home means Nevada to me. Happy birthday, Nevada!
For those of you who do not know me, my name is Dino DCN. I'm the Executive Director for the Department of Taxation. There's a couple of things I want to clear up about a misconception about the state of Nevada. Yes, we're hosting this in a casino, but I am really tired of hearing about we're all just a bunch of gangsters. We believe in fairness and equity, and I'll be honest with you, we do a hell of a job collecting taxes. We have a very low rate of non-payment. And there's a reason. He's standing next to me. This is Bear. And it's my understanding that some of you have not paid your dues. And I'm going to give this to Bear because he's going to come around and make absolutely sure that you pay up. Okay? You're the man. Thank you, sir. All right, thank you, everyone. Appreciate the levy.